Hey everybody, I was just here on my Minecraft world. I'd seen Crucialcrafts had his lights set up, and I saw the way he had wired it, and he had a line, run to two lights here, go off, and then he had, another line run over to two lights here and go back, and then he had to run another one line over to get some of the far piston or some of the far lights he had set up, and another one going that way to get to more lights set up. And it seemed like it was a waste of some redstone, so you have to put a bunch of repeaters in to get to that point. So I just had trying to work, see if there's any better way to do it. I'm not saying this is the better way to do it, but it's an alternative for people. Saves on your overall footprint. Besides for running your line into the system itself, you don't have to leave the roof area of your mob spawner at all with your wiring. It's all included on the pad area. So anyway, let's see it in action. See, didn't have any glowstone, so instead of glowstone we have pink wool. So yeah, stands out pretty good. But anyway, you see it. One signal goes in. Let's run here to the first light, and that's, besides for this light gray stuff, it's exactly the same as he had shown in his video. So, what this wool does is it just carries the signal on to the next light in the system, and that you just need this for one line of lights, and then you can just run signal in parallel off of this point. And every odd numbered light you do that, you can just run it back and you'll hit the whole system, save you from having to run separate wires out to each one, if that's an issue for you. See, what it does is, off of this torch that powers the sticky piston, it sends power into this block here, and that gets run to this torch to invert the signal back to neutral. And that, when that gets powered, that lights up the redstone right here, which triggers this next light to activate. So, oh, that was bad. Okay, that screwed everything up in my system. That's wonderful. But and then you just do the same thing on and on. So this is raised up one block higher than everything, but it still works. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but you also need a couple of extra blocks here to keep the signal from causing a short in the system and causing the first light to glitch out. And then you can just run it off to the side and then continue with your lights as needed. So it saves on a bunch of repeaters, because all you need is two torches and a couple of blocks of anything that you can place redstone on. So it's an alternative. I'm not saying it's better than running out different lines to everyone or whatnot, but it works if you want to use it that way. If you have 6x6 pads, you can just do this setup where I ran out of resources, but I guess I just didn't feel like continuing making the full light setup. But pretend this is where your light's at. Your glowstone goes right there, and you got your other block there. It toggles back and forth and whatnot. So your signal will come through the block to here, and you just have to stick two repeaters right here and all to keep this system from short-circuiting, because once it comes through this repeater, it can't go back into that repeater. So all in all, it's not too bad if you got. It's pretty easy if you got 6x6 pads, if you're doing it that way. The 5x5 was the challenge to get it to all line up the right way. Again, you're going to use quite a bit of repeater doing it this way, but it's an option. You could also use that similar setup to what I had up there. So besides that, I'm working on a new base. See, it's got a passive mob spawn system up there, and all of my sorting is done underneath my floor here. If anybody wants to see that, I can show you if I get enough comments. If I get any comments, probably I usually don't get too many. But what I'm going to do is I think hook up some lava on the top there, have it flow over a couple of signs right underneath my chicken separator, and from there I'll just catch the mobs on fire, and hopefully they'll burn to death, and I might use another section of lava underneath this water break to destroy any items, just so if I don't want passive mobs spawning, I don't want any of their stuff, I can turn that off. So if anyone wants to see me do that, let me know. If anybody wants see me do anything else, I can probably do that. If anybody knows if you can convey spiders, that would be good. I haven't got the spider line hooked up yet, and I need to know if I can, where in the system I can split them off. If I can split them off right away and run them over to their own thing first, or if I have to get them over to this point and then split them over. So if anybody has any suggestions on that, know if that's even possible, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, thanks a lot. Bye.